Hello, very good evening. My name is Andrew Cheah, and it's my pleasure today to introduce you a topic which we call goal setting. Now, one of the segments of goal setting that I would like to share with you today is a specific formula for us to follow while doing the goal setting process. Now, it consists of 5 alphabets, and it stands for the acronym of SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Now, what does S stands for? Now, when you set a goal, would you like to set a goal that is wishy-washy, blur, unclear, confusing? Now, obviously not. You want to set a very, very specific goal so that your people who are listening to the goal would not be confused. That's the first alphabet, S, for specific. Now, there's a reason why we want to do that. That's to clear confusion. There is no blame mentality later on from either side. Now, the second alphabet in the formula of goal setting, S-M-A-R-T, is the M. Now, M stands for measurable. Now, it is something that you have to measure. It's something that has numbers. Now, the reason why we do that is because you have numbers, you can look at the performance, and you can be the judge and say, okay, good job, bad job, average job. That's the reason we need to have numbers. The third A, the third alphabet A, I believe is the most important in the goal setting process. Now, it stands for agreed goal. Now, the reason we want to do that is most of the time we find that in the goal setting process, many organizations, the goal setting process is top down, one-way traffic. You practically do not have the chance to actually set the goals yourself. So it's actually top down from your boss, from your superior. And what does that do to you? Let's talk about commitment, ownership. Do you feel ownership towards the goal that someone has set for you? Most likely not. And the problem with ownership is that when there is a lack of ownership, there is a lack of commitment. The example that I normally use to compare this ownership and commitment stuff is this. Have you seen any driver who smokes while driving? Where do they throw the cigarette butts when they're done with the cigarette? Well, chances are it's out on the road, right? And not in the ashtray inside the car. Why is that? Well, you could give many reasons. You could say that it's a habitual thing. You could say that it's laziness. You could say that you don't want the car to smell. You can say that you don't want to clean up the ashtray in the car and so on. But I believe there's one solid reason, and that reason is ownership. I own this car, but the road doesn't belong to me. And therefore, the logical sense of this is that things which belong to me, I take care of it more. Isn't it so? Now, if you don't believe me, you try this. Now, if you have your car, the way you drive your car as compared to the way you drive a rented car, would you drive the same way? Probably not. But surprise me, please. Okay. Now, as a result of that, ownership, commitment is very important. We want people to own the goals and not just to say that, okay, someone is giving that goal to me and what can I do? It's my boss, right? Okay, so that's the A. Very critical, very important. The fourth alphabet is actually the R, S-M-A-R-T, and R stands for realistic. Now, when you set goal, it has to be realistic. Now, the term that we use, realistic, here means a very high standard goal which has been achieved before. Now, let me repeat. A very high standard or high target goal that has been achieved before. Now, this is important in terms of realistic. If the goal is set too low, chances are it's not going to be challenging, it's not motivating to you. Now, likewise, if the goals are unbelievably high, you'll probably give up before you even start. Okay. Now, the last one in terms of goal setting, the SMART formula, is the T. T stands for time or timeline, anything to do with time. Now, rationale is, well, we set a goal, we would like you to finish a certain time frame. That is to facilitate the follow-up effort. Now, if you do not do all this, you have no right to tell your people that, why are you not clear, specific. Why is it not done? There's no numbers. Why are you not feeling motivated? I don't want the goals. Why is it you haven't even tried? It's too unrealistic. Why haven't you finished it? Well, boss, you didn't tell me the time. So that's SMART. Hope this helps you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.